Alright guys, had to redo this one because my capture was horrible. But here we go again. This is my Unity tutorial. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to start a new project. Make sure you have 2D core selected. Name this whatever you want. In this case, it'll be test game. Then make sure you select the folder you want. In my case, I saved it to my class Unity folder. Select folder. Alright. Create a project. As you can see, it'll show up here. And then you just gotta wait for this bar to completely finish. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, here we are. So I'm gonna try and speed run this for everyone. Game, aspect, you can choose whatever you want. In this case we're doing 16:9. Go back to scene, go to assets, right click, create, folder, MC, empty space, right click, create, folder, EC, okay. Then we're going to go to our EC folder, right click, folder, attack, do the same thing again, idle, okay, do the same thing again, walk, alright, select all these, copy, go to MC, paste the folders here, go to assets, we forgot one more folder, oops, animation, alright. Now that we have our folders created, what we're going to do is we're going to go to assets, we're going to right click, import new asset, okay, make sure you select background, alright. Then you want to hold, drag into there. You can right click, name this whatever you want. We're just going to keep this for now. As you can see, you have our little tools here. So let's rescale it. Make sure you select here and then hit scale. Actually, let's move this in the middle first. And then for your scale, make sure you click on this too, just so it makes it easier. Also do this, move, there we go. So now that we have aligned that, we're going to go to MC, actually no, not yet. We're going to go to the hierarchy, right click, create empty, we're going to call it collision floor. Okay, we're going to go onto the right here. Actually, let's do this one first. Add layer. We'll call it ground. Okay. Go back to collision floor. And ground. Actually, while we're at it here, character. Okay. This is going to mean a lot in the future. Okay. Now, we're going to go back to collision floor. We're going to add component. We're going to look up box collider. Okay, I spelled that wrong. Box collider 2D. You can see it right here. Okay, so we're going to move it down, right? Make sure it touches your floor, right? And you go to scale, and then make this all the way across. Maybe not that big. Okay, now we're going to go back to hierarchy, create empty, left wall. Okay, don't need to do anything on the layers, don't worry about that. Box collider. Okay, I'm gonna go to move. Okay, make sure this is up against the wall of the camera, scale. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to copy paste, so Control V. We're going to right click, we're going to rename this right wall. Okay, we're now going to go to move, we're going to drag it all the way over here. And then if we hold shift and left click onto all these and select all of them, as you can see where your borders are. Cool? Okay, great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to idle, okay? Make sure you go into here, right click, import new asset. We're going to go to main character. We're going to go to idle, select all of these. Now, depending on if your MC or EC is facing left or right is where you will input the script. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. Make sure you hold and left click MC idle 1, drag it into here, go to here in the hierarchy, right click, name it MC, and then make sure order in layer is 1. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to resize this. Okay, make sure that scale lock is turned on. There we go. And now we're going to move. We're going to move it over here. Right? You'll see in a second why, because my sprite is huge. Let's make this a bit smaller again. Okay? And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into attack, right click, import new asset. Okay, attack. Here. Okay. And then do the same thing for walk. Okay. Alright, now this is where the really stupid and complicated part comes in. So let me show you what I mean. Let's go to MC. As you can see, depending on your character, right, you may have it flip weirdly like this. Oh no, right? So in order to change that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to MC idle 1. We're going to go to sprite editor. And by the way, you are forced to do this for everything. There is no quick method, so you're going to have a fun time. I'll show you what I mean. Drag your pivot point here, wherever you want. Make sure that you do this by the hundredths place. So 0.86, and then 0.46. Okay, Control C, copy. Make sure you go to Notepad. Save all of these on here. Control C. Okay, go on to here. Alright, and you're going to do the same thing for your EC2. So, we're going to start it like this. And this is how you can speed run this method. You go to MC idle 1, right? Or I guess it's already changed in there. So yes, hit apply. Then, move, Control V, apply. Next frame. Move, Control V, apply. Next frame, move, Control V, apply. And you're going to do this all the way through for attack, idle, and walk. So I'll see you once I have finished with that. Okay, I have finished all the custom pivot points on the MC. As you can see, it is right here. What we're going to do is we're going to go here to MC in the hierarchy. We're going to go to move. I'm going to move it up here. Let's put it all the way up here, and you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. So exit out of sprite editor. What we're going to do is we're now going to add a component to the box collider. We're going to go here. That way we can edit it. Make sure we zoom in. Go to here. Right here. Make it lower. Alright. Add component. Rig body 2D. Right? Don't change anything here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit play. And then look at that, it follows and it can interact. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go back to scene, okay, and we're going to go and do all of this all over again for EC. Idle, right click, import new asset, okay. Attack, do the same thing. Okay. And then right click, and then walk. Okay, cool. Now we're going to do the same thing here. EC idle 1, put it right here. As you can see, it's right there. Go to hierarchy, right click, rename, EC, okay, order and layer, make it 2, okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to scale, we're going to lock it, alright, and then, there we go. Now let's make sure he's relatively the same size as our character. I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes. Let's move him right here. Okay. And then what we're going to do, and we're going to go to, you know what, let's just start from here so we're not confused. Oh yeah, once again, flips the wrong way. So, obviously, hence why we're doing this again. Here comes the pain train. Oh boy. Sprite editor. So, 0.11 and then 0.51. Control going to here. And then going to here. And then copy. And then hit apply. Go to here. Move. Paste. Apply. Next frame. Move. Paste. Apply. Rinse. Repeat until all this is done. I shall see you in a bit. Okay, I have finished the custom pivot points for the EC. Now, we're going to go to the EC in the hierarchy. We're going to zoom in. We're going to move. Make sure it's over here. A little bit right here. Close out a sprite editor, add component, rig body 2D, don't change any of that. Go to box collider, 2D, and then go to this one right here, and then yada yada, control the size of it. Okay, EC, select again. Go back to here, and then let us hit control save, or just do this. Let's hit play and see if, yep, okay, they both have gravity, cool, and collide. Alright then. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to go to MC, character, EC, character, okay. Now, the fun part. We're going to go to MC, we're going to go to idle. We're going to go to right click. Actually, no, excuse me. We're going to go to window on the top. Animation, animation. I'll put this right here. Okay, thank you. Going to go back to MC again. Create. Make sure you go to assets, select your animation folder. MC, idle. Select all again. Drag it up here. To make this simplistic, we're just going to do 40 frames per second. And you can hit play to preview it. Yeah, that looks cool. Left click, create new clip, MC, attack. Go to here, select all this, go to here, 40 frames per second, hit play. You can control this however you like, by the way. Oh, make sure you left click right here, instead of seconds, make sure it's frames. Okay, create new clip, MC, walk, go to here, select all, drag again, 40 frames per second. Okay, cool. Now that we have done that, we're going to do the same thing for EC. Make sure you deselect the EC folder. Okay, create, EC, idle, go to here. Okay, 40 frames again. Okay, cool. And just rinse, repeat. 40 frames. Cool. Create new clip. EC walk. Do the same thing. Drag 40. Okay, there we go. So now that we have created all of our animations, we're going to start off with MC. We're going to go to Window, Animation, Animator, okay? And this is how I want you to set it up, so you can follow the screen. Walk right there, attack up here, idle right here. Okay, for EC, you want to do the same thing. Walk right here, attack up here, idle right here. Okay, MC, set your parameters, bool, and this is case sensitive, is walking, trigger, jump, trigger, attack, and that's all you'll need. EC, bool, is walking, trigger, jump, trigger, attack. Okay, go back to MC, right click, transition, 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 right click, transition. Okay, now we go back to MC, any state, left click, make sure that this has no exit time, conditions, attack, this, make sure that this has exit time, okay, 1.25. Now this will all depend on how long your animation is, so that's all up to you. Conditions empty, animation folder, EC attack, no loop time, MC attack, no loop time. Forgot to mention that earlier, but it's whatever. Okay, go to MC idle, go to here, make sure it has no exit time, condition is walking true, MC walk has no exit time, condition is walking false. I'm going to do the same thing for our EC. Okay, I'm going to go to EC attack, make sure that this has exit time, 1.25, conditions empty, idle, make sure it has no exit time, and then conditions is walking true. Okay, now the EC walk has no exit time, condition is walking false. Okay, and then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to scene, we're gonna go to MC, okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to our folders, okay, MC, right click, create, C# script, MC, controller, okay, EC, okay, we're going to create C#, EC, controller, alright, we're going to get rid of that. Alright, we're going to open up MC controller. Now in this case, MC controller is going to be running our facing left, and then our EC is going to be running our facing right, because I decided to make my life complicated. So open this up. As you can see, there is nothing here. Okay, go back to here, EC, and then there's pretty much nothing here. As you can see, we now have stuff. Oops. Alright. Have stuff. Now, make sure you Control S on both of these. Okay. And then now you go back to your Unity. Okay. So you want to go to MC. You want to go to the right. Add component, look up MC controller, change this value to 10, then we're going to go to EC, add component, EC controller, okay, change this to 10. For our EC, which is technically facing right, it's going to be WAD and R, and then for our MC, it's going to be JIL and Y. You can change it in the script, so that'll be up to you. But let's control save. Now let's test our game. Okay, our EC seems to be working. Jump. Cool. Our attack is not working. Interesting. Oh, that's working. Let's fix this real quickly. Animator. Any state. Ah, see? Condition empty. Attack. Okay, now let's go back to scene. Control S again. Let's test our game again. D, A, W, D, R. There we go. J, L, J, I, Y. There we go. So, that's pretty much your game. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to assets. We're going to right click, import new asset. Okay, resources. As you can see, we have our crate. We're going to drag it here. We're going to make sure that this is in layer 3. Okay. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to lock scale. And then you guys can put this pretty much anywhere you want. But if you are curious, as you can see here, this is without anything. Right? It's just in the sky, floating, doesn't collide with anything. Right? Now, if we go to add component, and then we go to box collider 2D, okay, and then we refix the shape of this, right? Okay, okay. Alright, put that right there, right there. And then we add component, rig, body 2D, don't change anything. Okay. Control save. And then hit play. There you go. See, now you can interact with it. Oh, and in case you're wondering, right now our characters do collide with each other. Okay. But if you don't want them to collide with each other, you go to Edit, Project Settings. Make sure you select Physics 2D, Character, make sure you deselect that. Control save again. Hit play. Now, our characters don't collide with each other. Yay! Alright. And that is your game completed.